Another video idea that someone brought up is maybe take a look at HYLN's recent Q&A and try to find evidence that can help you speculate on some of the unanswered questions. And taking a look at the Q&A, some of the unanswered questions, there's a few that pertain to the number of continuous hours that the Carno has been running. Has any unit been running continuously for 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours? Can you share how many units are deployed in customer hands? And more importantly, has the unit been running over 1,000 hours continuously? HYLN boasts on Carno's reliability, low maintenance, as well as efficiency. So why hasn't management installed a Carno in one of their facilities to run 24/7, supply power to the 3D printers, and if a surplus, feed the grid, get paid, and accumulating hours? Not working yet. And this question has been asked multiple times before, and here's the first time.
But there's not a single genset that has just been continuous run for 2,000 hours.
So the answer to that is no. It has not been running for 2,000 hours.
That is what we're working towards, though, right? You'll see that we've got the alpha generators that are on the dyno right now, and then we're this year releasing the beta version of the generator. Goes up to 200 kilowatts.
So it sounds like they're still making changes to the design. More recently, there was like some powder buildup issue that caused additional delays. So they want to test the finalized version.
Power output, and that is what we're envisioning is the production design. That's what we'll start delivering to customers later this year, and that's the one where our plan is we're going to have one of them just running at this facility continuously and have more hours on that than any of the customer units that are out in the field.
So that's the plan. Once the design is finalized, it sounds like they're going to set it up to run 24/7. But as of this video,
have you done any life cycle? That was the other thing I was going to ask.
We have, and now granted, there's the life cycle of doing it in simulation versus real life, right? So we've done the simulation to the nth degree, and as you know, a lot of this team came from GE, so a lot of it's the best practices that GE uses on an aircraft engine, right? That we've used. Now we have started durability testing of components, and then what the plan is we're installing a unit here that'll just run 24/7. And
that's the plan. And as of the recording of that video, which I had to zoom into a particular spot, and let me see if I can zoom in here. Get this in the screenshot. That video was recorded on March 25th of 2025 in the morning. And he's still planning on putting that out there, but they're running into some challenges finalizing the design, and there's some delays. But it sounded like during like a previous earning call there was wiggle room built in for the end of 2025.
And do kind of long term, but I mean, we're envisioning it's a long time. It's many years until you're going to have end of life durability.
So going back to this comment is why hasn't management installed a Carno in one of the facilities to run 24/7, supply power to 3D printers, and if a surplus, feed the grid and get paid? That would actually generate revenue for HYLN. And as we've seen of now, is HYLN only generates just a small amount of revenue, and if they start just building these Carno generators and plugging them into the grid on their site, it's going to catch the attention of like the utility companies, because there'll be no longer be an energy crisis, because HYLN has single-handedly fix the issue, but they want to have like this distributed model where they don't have the Carno power modules. That's what it's called now. They want to ship them out to all these other customers, which we don't really know who all of them are. We know who some of the kind of showcase customers are, but we don't know who the big ones are. But I guess listening from them, their idea is to create this kind of distributed power generation model where you don't have to plug into the grid. It just these power modules supplies the power that other companies need. And if they just start like stacking up power modules at their site, they're just going to feed a lot of power into the grid and just basically solve this energy crisis. And they may just want to like let this energy crisis build up for a little bit before they release the solution. That way the demand is for a solution is super high. Again, I'm not qualified to answer these unanswered questions. HYLN is, but it's fun to speculate. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.